Hey, good Friday evening to you, everyone. It is good to see you, and it is absolutely good to be seen by you. I, of course, am Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Dover, coming to you from an undisclosed and still intact location in the swamps of Central Florida. And I just want to say, I just want to start this off the right way. That I really, really thank everyone for the well wishes, for reaching out and finding out if we were okay. Now I'm not going to share the map with you guys, but I did with a few of my friends. But basically, if you picture the Florida Peninsula, and you can pull it up in Google Maps, and you look at Orlando, and you think of Orlando as the middle of the clock. We're basically out at the 3 o'clock position of Orlando, like 2:30 or 3 o'clock. The closest the hurricane ever came to us was about 270 miles, which for a hurricane is actually still fairly close. But the worst we got like 30-mile-an-hour winds last night, gusts, not sustained, gusts. Sustained, I would have been a little, worried about tree falling on the house or something like that. So we actually did just fine. We rode it out, and everything was fine. There are a lot of people who are not that lucky. So I'm going to say to you, donate to the Red Cross. If you're in an area that was hit and they need volunteers, take water to people, hand out food, something like that, and you have the time and the inclination, do something like that. Help out if you can. Because we can all step up. We pretend to be heroes in role-playing games, but we can all step up and be heroes in times like this. But no, thank you everyone for asking. We're fine. Pauper Knight says friends have trees uproot in Lexington, Kentucky. Yeah, and that's another thing I wanna mention. I do want to mention is that guys, there's a lot of people very inland. I think of Kentucky and locations west. That's like Midwest for me. That's, I come from living in the Florida. This thing was still rolling as a category 1.5 when it was chewing up past Atlanta. Okay. I haven't seen one do that in a good while. So it was a pretty intense piece of weather out there. And I'm glad it's dissipating, but don't ever underestimate these things. We make a lot of jokes about it here in Central Florida. They're not to be trifled with. If we had been on track to take a hit from it, you better believe I would have had the house boarded up. And I certainly wouldn't have been live streaming. But we made it through okay. And again, thank you everyone for your words of concern. Now, Doc Flamingo was on last night, and about 45 minutes into the stream, I mean, he wasn't guesting on the stream. He was out there in the audience. But he said, it just took a turn. It's headed for us. I've got to go. And I haven't seen him knocking around anywhere. So, Doc, if you're out there, please give us some sign, because I certainly hope you're okay. But yeah, it was it was a bad one. It was a bad one. And I see people. Rabbit Wrangler said that a dam failed in North Carolina. Someone was saying that it uprooted some trees in Kentucky. Yeah, These things don't mess around. These things don't mess around. Hey, Darth Brooks. Yeah, we're going to get rolling on some Gamma World here in just a few minutes. But last night we did have some fun on the live stream because we had John Thompson and on, and he and his buddy Kenan were talking about their Kickstarter, which looks pretty cool. Pig Face Orc Games is that. You can go back, you can watch the whole thing if you want to, and reacquaint yourself with it. But speaking of live streams tonight, the minute I'm done here, I'm heading over to Yang Yan Zhao's place, his YouTube channel, and I'm gonna stick that URL up real quick, because he's got something cool going on. Yang is currently launching Empire of the Undying Sun. His Kickstarter is rolling, and I'm going to be heading over to join that Kickstarter. I had a little bit of input into it, and he's having some of the creators come on and talk about it. So I'm gonna tiptoe over there and say hi just as quickly as we are done here. Now, let me tell you a little something about Gamma World. If you're not sure what Gamma World is, it's post-apocalypse science fantasy, super science stuff's going on. It's not just like Mad Max, you're wandering around looking for the guzzling. No, there's the remnants of an ultra high-tech society, ray guns, mutants, nanotech abominations, the whole 9 yards. It's a lot of fun. But we're going to pump the brakes for our 3rd year running. We're going to pump the brakes come October. Why? Because every Friday night in October, rather than play Gamma World, we will be playing a 4-session mini campaign of Chaosium's Call of Cthulhu, and I am very hyped for it. I hope you guys are too. We're going to bring the creepy, it's the unsettling. So I hope you guys will tune in every Friday evening in October and check those live streams out, because they're always a lot of fun. It's always very enjoyable. But I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe some folks from the Gamma World game will be participating in it. Maybe some folks whom you have seen on the live stream before and not in a while, or maybe not before at all. You'll just have to tune in and check it out. So, with that said, we're just about ready to roll here. Let me ask you a favor. Let me ask a favor of you. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Please click the bell icon for notifications. It's super duper helpful when you do that. We're at 6,415, I think, on the old Subscribatron, which is really very cool. I would love to hit 7,000 subscribers here on the YouTube channel by the end of the year. I don't know if we will. Hopefully I can bring you guys enough cool content that you'll want to do that. And also, if you're out there, if you're watching over on Twitter, if you're scoping us out over on Twitter, say hi. I would love to read your words over on Twitter. That would be a lot of fun. So that is correct. Yang Yan Zhao is absolutely right. At 10,000 subscriptions, I'm going to host an in-person con right here in Orlando. A little complimentary thing to the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention. This will be the Great Underground Overland Gaming Convention, both called GWOC. See how I reused that acronym? It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Legally obligated. I don't know if a verbal contract is legally binding in the state of Florida, but by gosh, you guys can hold me to it. Now, it's not like, hey, we're 9,999 Monday, Tuesday we get our last or not our last, we got our 10,000th subscriber, and I'm like, the con is starting right now. I mean, I will start the process, and there'll be some planning that I do in the beforehand. So Kevin says it is here, and that's its jurisdiction. But anyway, let me greet you all in the name of the Delver's Dungeon and say hey to our cool viewers. Vinny, good to see you. Did you know Vinny is not a Bartolo? He isn't. It says right there on his driver's license. Jack Photon, Gamma World is coming. Mead Mornog, Dying Breed, always good to see you, brother. Orbital Air, the Wheeling Dragon, good to see you too, dear. Who else we got out there? Pauper Knight, Rabbit Wrangler, Old Grognard says. And let's see, Robert Phillips. Ms. Bella Games just caught the end of the storm. Hope you are safe, dry, and warm, Ms. Bella. Kabuki Kid, one of our resident fans of AI art. I kid. Darth Brooks. We always seek to please Darth Brooks with our Gemma World ramblings. And my players are chiming in. I'll say hello to you with Death Race. Jorge Uribe. How are things down on the other end of the planet? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Do you guys get hurricanes down there, Jorge? I mean, the area you're in is not much bigger than Florida as far as east to west width. But anyway, happy birthday, Wheeling Dragon. Happy birthday to you. I hope you had a wonderful one and got lots of cool birthday swag. But anyway, I think I have greeted you lot sufficiently. So I'm gonna put my headphones on, and we are going to invite in our band of gypsies and say hello to Mr. Call him Mr. Doomsword Deathmaster, as probably sane.
Hey, what's up?
Your number, Pink Boy. Did you stay? Did you say stay safe and dry? There, Doom.
Yeah, we got a few inches of rain, and same thing as you, peaked out at about 30, 35 mile an hour winds. I'm over on the East Coast, so it was farther away from me than it was you.
Right on. And of course we have the one and only Kevin as the one of like 4 now, depending on how many times you count the use of the life ray. Bennett Davis.
Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me?
Is this me? Exactly. And last but not least, and definitely not last, given the number of times I've thrown a clone of him at you guys, everybody, it is the aforementioned Yang Yan Zhao as Rex Dashington. Yang, how are you?
Good evening. I am excellent but tired.
Excellent but tired. I thought you would be still just hanging out over at your place. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to make do with 2 players tonight. I didn't know you were gonna take a break and come play with us. Thank you for being here.
No, that was the plan.
He's going to be up until like 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Probably. Well, the next stream is scheduled at least until 1 a.m. Eastern. So,
well, I never did my my promised 24-hour live stream for a show anniversary. I was like, oh, the show anniversary is going to happen while I'm in Lake Geneva. This is back in 2023.
Aww.
So when I get back, I'll do a 24-hour live stream. By gum, I'll do it. It'll be crazy, but I'll do it. And then like 5 days after I got back, I got human malware. And I don't know much about pathology, but I do know that attempting to make myself stay awake for 24 hours nonstop would have uh what would it have done? Killed me. That's right. It
You should have done it. I'm only sleeping, right?
just like set the cameras up, but then put a pillow on the table, and you guys
exactly.
just watched me.
Yeah,
I slept for 8 hours.
There
I'm
go.
sure that would have been great. That would have been
Nice.
great. So, glad you got your power back, Vinny. Now, Vinny, for you guys who don't know, Vinny's up in Central Georgia. He does a little thing in the town in Georgia where they filmed Stranger Things. He runs a D&D game at the Hawkins Center there in that little town. So I'm glad you've got electricity back, Vinny. That is wonderful. So, with all that falderall fallen, let us go ahead and jump right back into the radioactive action. Last week, Bennett had elected to remain on the sub, but your boon companion Monday had gone with you. You sold one of your explosive spear guns and got some clothes and a few odds and ends, a few supplies. So now Monday says, we should take some of these supplies back to the submarine.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, that was the plan. That way
Works
we
for
can
me.
pick up whatever we want to trade,
I look at Monday and say, stick around.
Which is a neat trick because you're still on the sub.
Right.
But but anyway, all right. So is there anything you want to do in the town probably before you and Rex and Monday by proxy go back to the sub?
I think we were just hanging out. We had grabbed a room and we were waiting until morning to leave. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, and the evening is uneventful. Morning comes and the innkeep knocks on the door and says, "There's food downstairs if you want any, strangers."
Thanks.
Have you guys had the food here?
Sure.
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
I mean,
all right.
I prefer some sweet and sour pork myself, but I'll take what I can get, I guess.
Oh, they've got sweet and sour pork. It's just sweet and sour for different reasons than you want. Anyway, so filling your bellies, you depart the little town and head back to the submarine. Now, the question is, does anything come looking for you as you're looking for the sub? And you have an uneventful journey, the few kilometers back to the lake shore. You're pretty sure you remember where the sub is located. So you walk along the shore for a bit, and sure enough, there you see it, bright white, stark against the gray green of the lake water. And as soon as you see it, you can just faintly see a signal light, a light signaling you from the sub. It's under the surface of the water, but it is extremely bright. So you can kind of see the glow on, off, on, off, on, off.
Did you guys leave Karen in the sub?
Yes, you and Karen have been playing chess in the sub.
Okay, I just want to verify.
Yeah.
Should we make a check to see if Bennett's still alive?
I mean, you guys will find out when you get to the sub.
So will Bennett.
Yeah.
So Rex will turn to Probably and he'll say, "You wanna make a wager whether or not Bennett's alive?"
Sure. How about this? You bet Bennett's a lot. Well, I don't know which way you're going on it, but one of them's probably dead. Bennett can take care of himself.
Well, he does stick around.
Okay, so you gents, gents and ladies, you have to spend a little while searching for your accoutrement,
Right.
but because you'd buried them in the sand, so you get back into your swim gear. What do you do with the clothes that you bought at the trading outpost there?
I'm gonna stuff mine in my suit.
Okay,
Like fold it
I
up
mean,
and then like stuff it in there.
yeah. It's a little, kind of a tight fit. It's definitely not what it's there for, but yeah, you can do that.
Yep. Same.
All right. Seeing you guys do this, Monday tucks up her gear and follows suit. No pun intended. So you begin to swim back to the sub, and I'm gonna say, go ahead and give me a D20 roll for probably sane, because there's still pretty strong currents.
3.
I was gonna say that doesn't look like a 30.
You got swimmer's ear, dude.
Yeah, it is a little disorientating. Yeah, you get lashed against the rocks for a couple of points of damage. Nothing
right.
too bad, but it's some bruises. You'd want to slap a bandage on those. And let's see. How about one for Rex Dashington, please?
Sorry, you said D20?
D20 roll.
Okay. All right.
I did not just become British.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Wasting
Rex,
it
you're just
already.
you're like a seal. You just like dart between the rocks. And let's go ahead and roll for Monday.
He's like a seal. He's wearing a black
Yeah,
suit.
exactly. Slowly emerges from the water with his harpoon gun. Yeah, so seeing what you did, they're probably saying, your companions realized that was not the thing to do. So yeah, you guys all get back to the sub, and oh, when I said disorientating, okay. All right, so yeah, you get back to the sub, and you work the control for the sea lock, which the sub rides low enough in the water that you actually still have to go in, flood the lock, swim in, close the outer lock, empty the lock, open the inner lock. So you go in, and there's Bennett, careful, doing whatever Bennett is doing,
Sticking around.
sticking around. They're sticking around, and Karen stands up and says, hello, I didn't know if you'd be back. Oh wait, I gotta do the voice.
Hello, I didn't know if you'd be back. I thought perhaps you found a restaurant.
We did.
We had to drag Monday out, which is no mean feat.
I understand.
So, what have you guys been up to?
Rex, give me a D20 roll, please. Take care, Nordic. Be well.
Oh, hang on.
Okay.
I gotta restart it here.
That happens sometimes.
Oh, not as good.
Okay. Probably Sing. Go ahead and give me a D20 roll also. So, okay.
That's a very readable die.
It certainly is. I didn't think it said 30 or that said low. All right. Okay. So, yeah, other than one of the seats, well, actually, two of them have been like completely reclined, which makes sense. I mean, Bennett's been down here and would need a place to sleep. Other than that, everything seems perfectly normal. So Monday begins to stow some odds and ends and says, I think I'm going to stay here and take inventory. I don't know that we ever really looked at what medical equipment might be here on the sub. So if it's just the same to you men, I'll wait here if that's all right. Karen and I can get to know each other better.
Oh, well. Okay. I mean, sure. I understand.
Karen kind of leans towards you and says in a faux sotto voce voice there, Yang,
Make sure the rations are locked up before you leave.
He'll whisper back, understood.
Okay, so what are you gathering to trade back at the village, which I have misplaced my notes, so give me a second to tell you what the place is called.
I kind of recall there wasn't really a whole lot on this ship.
I mean, there is and there isn't, right? I mean, because you've got like it is Eula, Ulah, Eula. That is the name of it. There is and there isn't. It's like the whole thing is a high-tech wonder, but how much of it could you unbolt and cart back off? That is kind of the question, right?
Is there a way? Is there like any sort of inflatable life raft or anything like that on this boat?
Yeah, actually, bolted to the curve of a bulkhead, there is a kind of a yellow package. It's maybe a third of a meter by a third of a meter by perhaps 100 millimeters deep, and it's emergency egress life capsule is what it says.
Hey, how about depending on how big this is, how about we float this out there and stack all our stuff on it?
It doesn't make a very good tent, but yeah, let's try that.
I'm taking everything, man. I got
How would
all
you
this
know that?
junk.
Oh, I was using it earlier. You can't imagine how long it took me to put it back in its package.
You actually were not.
All right. Well, I mean, everyone can use a rubber dinghy, right? So let's get that. And maybe if they have any of those safety floatable vests or whatever they call them.
There are actually not any of those.
Fire extinguishers, something like that.
Yes, there is a fire extinguisher.
Can I check and see where it's made? If I would recognize that.
Yeah, it's just a red striped silver cylinder. There's an inspection plate on it. Apparently, it was last inspected about about 11 months before you came to do your assignment in southern Wisconsin. You know, give or take an additional 167 years, but yeah, according to this, it was manufactured in the Chicago Industrial District.
Oh. Oh yeah, this is junk. We should definitely take this.
Hey, they're very familiar with fires over there, so they probably know what they're doing. I don't know.
Well,
Village could probably use it though. That's for sure.
all right.
Okay, so you can unbolt one of the the life rafts, and there is a printed card on it that you can read. It is a 6-person enclosed 24-hour flotations shelter, and there's an inventory of the stuff in it. Solar water still, 0.5 kilometer per hour trolling motor, 2 signal flares, 1 package concentrated protein cookies, 6 thermal blankets, and a bandage kit with antiseptic powder.
Well,
This thing's
I'll
really neat. We should
I'll
keep
take-
this thing.
I'm definitely gonna put the bandage kit aside for Monday.
Well, the whole thing is sealed. If you open it up,
You have to inflate it first.
actually wait. Give I tell you what, this sounds like a job for some technology roles.
Yeah.
Okay.
First,
Great.
give me a percentile die roll there, if you would, Rex. Let's see how well your sleep preserved brain. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you immediately realize that pulling that handle is going to deploy it. And I mean, to get at the stuff, you've got to open the container. To open the container, you got to pull the handle. So,
well, I mean, guys, I recognize these things. You gotta inflate it here in order to open everything up and get at the box of stuff we'd like. So, do we want to do that here, or I mean, we could inflate it outside and bury it on the beach and come get the stuff we want later, or what do you guys want to do with that?
Does the card tell you how big it is? Because I have a feeling it won't fit out the door.
the card does not, but the card also says it is for 6 adult occupants.
Right.
So you suspect it could be, I mean, like the little ideograms of like how to use the motor and the solar still seem to imply that it's 6 people comfortably. So it may be a at least 3 meters in diameter, which is definitely bigger than the diameter of your sub. Your sub's maybe like 2.5 meters. The inner hull where you guys are at anyway.
If we were playing a newer edition of Gamma World, I'd absolutely pull the thing. But we're not. So, yeah, we should probably do that outside.
Pull the lever,
I think this thing's pretty big.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot bigger than it looks right now. But, hey, I've seen stupider junk happen around you guys.
Hey, just bring an elevator around.
Yeah, well, let's just take it with us. Hopefully it floats. And then maybe we can push it out. I mean, I don't want to get my weapons wet. You know what I mean? I don't know. Some things I got probably don't react too well to water.
Oh, which reminds me, are there any waterproof bags in here?
Yeah, there are actually some plastic bags.
Well, like, I mean, plastic bags that are designed to be waterproof when you go outside the sub, or like extra grocery bags?
Like they have a sealing strip on one end.
Oh, okay. Are they large enough for weapons?
They're big enough that like one of them you could put like a couple of energy handguns in. None are big enough for like the plasma rifle, the
Mark V.
or laser rifles or anything like that.
Okay.
But like if you wanted to put grenades or a pistol or two in there, absolutely.
Well, yeah, I will. I will definitely take one. Oh, hey, I have a tear gas grenade. Yeah, so I'll put that in my slug pistol in one for the next time we go out.
Okay.
Yo, Karen, is it possible to surface this thing so that we can get out without getting wet?
We're as surfaced as we can be, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, there's like maybe a half meter of this thing is above the water.
Right. Well,
I could try to beach it if it's that important to you, but I can't guarantee we could get back off the sand.
well, I mean, we found a settlement over here. So, I mean, I wouldn't be against trying it. I don't know what you guys think.
Do we want to go back to where we were at?
Well,
No,
the
that
flip
fish
car
in
is
the
over
water.
there.
Yeah, it's buried 170 meters, whatever, deep.
No, the flip car that we took from the town
Oh,
and
yeah, way
landed
back
near
over
that
there.
area. Yeah.
Oh no, I mean back at the submerged areas, not the village.
Oh. Did we finish clearing out that place?
You asking me, the game master, or your fellows?
Well, I was asking the fellows, but
all right.
Yeah, we got everything of use.
oh well, I guess it doesn't matter then.
Well, I see a settlement, and that's where I want to go. I mean, we're gonna run out of ammo soon. That guy had a whole cache of weapons, but he ain't talking to us without some heavy hitting firepower. He needs to know what we bring.
Well, I bring the thunder, so let's get a move on.
Hey, Karen, beach the boat. Do it careful.
As you wish.
All right. Karen steps forward in the forward control area. You know, she moves the partition out of the way so she can get there. Ratchets both of those seats back up. Apparently, they were laying down also. And she flips a couple of switches and says, I think everyone should probably strap yourselves in.
Sure thing.
I'm not
Why
going
won't
to
the
go at
seat go
this
up?
particularly fast, but who knows what maneuvers I'll have to perform.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Yang?
Why doesn't the seat go back up?
I don't know.
Monday side on it.
That earns you a dirty glare from Monday.
It's I think it just malfunctioned there, yeah, Rex. That's all. These things aren't as durable as you'd think they would be. Must be just the years.
Maybe. maybe.
Yes, the equipment is quite antiquated and not used to extensive use.
All right. She begins to pilot the vehicle. Let's see. All right. To make this a little bit more exciting, probably Sane is the one who gave the order. So Doomsword, give me a D10 roll. Now, she does know how to
Alrighty.
pilot the thing, but all right. So she starts to maneuver towards the shore. And true to her word, you guys gonna heal a little to the left, a little to the right. Give me another D10 roll. 6. Okay. You hear kind of a bumping and a scraping noise.
My apologies, probably Sane.
There's lots of debris in the water. Ain't nothing to worry about.
Okay, give me another D10 roll there, Dooms. Okay. You move in another 20 meters or so. You can go ahead and give me another one. You do stop moving. You can hear like the whine of the turbine impellers as she's trying to get adjusted properly. But she starts to move forward again. Give me one more roll. Okay. It lurches back and anything not secured slides to the stern. She just calls out through the ship.
Hold on.
More power.
Give me another D10 roll. Okay. The attitude doesn't change. She's kind of trying to maneuver a little bit. Give me another one. You hear kind of a soft thump from the stern, and you all kind of jolt.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. I'm the one
Yep.
that asked you to do something stupid.
All right, give me another D10.
God.
Okay. The sub moves forward about 3 meters. You hear her call out, "I think I got it." And it moves a few meters to the right and slams into something hard. There is water. You can like see it. It's not like high pressure, like the hull's about to collapse, but it's definitely been breached.
Oh, come on.
And there are alarms going off.
Pull up. Pull up.
Cutting in the
What we
auxiliary
better-
pumps.
I'm on it.
You kind of hear this sort of glurging sound as the water is going somewhere as quickly as it's coming in. You want to give me another D10 roll there?
Sure.
All right.
All right, we got to make it now. We're going to sink.
2. Okay. She gets the attitude adjusted. Give me another one. She calls out,
It's like trying to take a seat when someone won't stop moving. I mean, when the sub won't stop moving.
All right.
a curious analogy, but go ahead and give me another D10 roll. All right, she's got it leveled off, and you've moved forward about 10 more meters. You're about 20 meters from shore, she calls out. Give me another D10.
Come on.
All right, give me one more. Alrighty, she has successfully gotten past the breakwater of debris, and the sub nudges up onto the ground, on a sandbar that's just offshore. She rolls it a little bit to the right as she's coming in, or a little bit to the left rather, as it's coming in to put it to put it where the sea lock is now pointing upwards. You guys will have to climb out, but you can now get out of the sub without having to dive into the water.
All right,
Mission
let's find a
accomplished.
way to hand this stuff off. Somebody throw it up on shore, and one of us hands it off to the next guy, you know.
I'll grab it. You get it when I'm coming out the hatch.
All right. Bennett, you on the shore?
Yeah, I'll get out to grab it from probably.
So question, do we need the suits now, or we're totally on dry land?
I mean, the sub is in the shallows, but no, you don't need the suits like to breathe or anything like that.
Okay, then I will if I will go clothless for the parts that will be underwater, and like if I keep my shirt on, have to take the pants off, or
Oh no, you don't have to go clothless. The sea lock is pointing at an angle where when it's opened, you can just climb out on the hull.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So then
I mean,
I'll just wear my nice town clothes then.
okay. And I want to answer a question real quick. Bob Gnarly's asking, why is this the last Gamma World Friday? This is not the last Gamma World Friday as in forever. This is the last Gamma World Friday until the first Friday of November, because every Friday in October, we live stream Call of Cthulhu, as we have been doing the last couple of years. So, yes, we'll have some good spooky fun starting next Friday, and I hope everyone will be here for it. Okay, so you guys, you get out of the lock, you make your fire bucket brigade to get the things out that you want to. Now, refresh my memory. Are you bringing the raft with you?
At this point, I guess there's not a need. Well, we could trade this thing. I don't know how seaworthy that boat is anymore.
Yeah, I thought we were trading it.
Yeah, the submarine, when you guys get out, there's a pretty hefty abrasion just aft of the sea lock. Like the combing for the sea lock, the seal doesn't seem to be popped or anything like that. It literally looks like the alloy and fiber material of the hull may have gotten abraded.
Yeah, it's not great. I think we need to trade everything we can in this place or everything we don't want. Maybe we can get some cells recharged and stuff.
As long as the pumps are running and we don't dive to an extreme depth, the submarine will make a perfectly serviceable surface vessel to get us back across the lake, if that's what you're concerned about, probably.
All right, that's good to know.
Monday, maybe you could stay here and take a look at some ways, see if we can fix that. You with your healing knowledge and all.
Well, it's a machine, but I mean, maybe there's something on the sub Karen and I can figure out to patch the holes with, make it so we could dive back down if we needed to.
That'd be great. We'll pick you up a snack.
Don't eat Karen.
That earns you all dark looks from Monday, but all right, so you are not taking the raft or the fire extinguisher. Is there anything you guys are taking from the sub?
Wait, I thought we were taking them both.
That's
trade?
fine. That's up to you guys. I'm literally ball is in y'all's court.
I'm fine with trading that off. They might get use out of it. They might like that sort of thing. What, being a coastal village and all. Get them out here fishing and whatnot. But up to you guys. I don't care.
Yeah. Fine with me.
Yeah. When will we ever need a rescue raft, anyways?
Of course.
Sounds like a stupid idea to me.
A little boat inside a big boat in case what? I want a second boat. Ridiculous.
Exactly.
Who would think of such a thing?
We were so wealthy back in the days.
All right. So, yeah, the raft itself, it's kind of chunky. It weighs about 10 kilograms. So, yeah, you kind of got to decide who's going to carry it.
I'll carry it.
It's all right. It's not lightweight. All right. So you follow the strange metal barrier along the shore. You continue along. You come to the broad sandy place. Okay. So are you guys just kind of walking abreast?
Yeah, most likely.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Uno momento, please. I lost my place in the PDF, and I apologize for that. All right. Tell me this. What weapons did you guys bring with you? Just so I know.
I wanted to bring all my stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know we were coming back. So I was assuming we weren't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we didn't have to go in the water, then I'd bring all my stuff.
Okay.
That's what I was hoping to achieve by doing that, so that we have stuff to trade. It's a bonus if we have stuff, to fight the enemy with.
Okay. Alrighty. So you're not surprised by this as you guys approach this sandy spot. They're probably saying, the ground underneath you all erupts, and you can see there are the bluish brown tendrils of kep roots that erupt out of the sandy soil and are clutching at you, probably saying, "What are you doing?"
I assume I'd be armed with my laser pistol, since I didn't even take time to put my armor on. So
Absolutely.
That's what I would be carrying. So
right.
I'll take a shot with that.
All right. It's all around you, but the tendrils are moving quickly, so it's got a pretty low armor class. So go ahead and take your shot. 13. Let's see. And the pistol's a class 13, isn't it?
That's correct.
That you'd think that would be beaten into my brain at this point. So 13, and yes, you see a kind of a great throbbing knot of these things that are lunging towards you, and you intersect it with a laser beam. All right, and you burn it for 11 points of damage. So Bennett, What are you going to do, Bennett?
I'm gonna shoot it. I'll use my laser pistol,
All right.
and let's see what that does.
And how about Rex Dashington?
I will use my laser rifle.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Then let's roll initiative, and probably Sane, Doomsword, you roll initiative. A 1.
Low's good, right?
Yeah.
Not so much. Maybe surprise, not so much for this. Okay.
Yeah.
7.
That's good.
And what is your armor class there, Bennett?
It's 1.
It is 1. That I don't think that's
Well,
gonna
now wait. Did I have a chance to put my armor on? Because if I didn't,
Would you have? I mean,
well, I wasn't planning on going back to the sub. So, if I really had the time to do it, I would. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you
Okay.
you didn't say you were, but
Yeah.
you absolutely can have if you wanted to.
Yep.
All right. So a 7. This thing is pretty damn big. So we got to see here. No, that 7 will not hit. Rex, there is a cluster that is grabbing at you. And what is Rex Dashington's armor class?
It is 5.
Yes, you are grabbed and squeezed for. Come on. 14 points of damage.
Oh,
And what is probably Sane's armor class? It's low, right? It's like 2, 3.
It's 4. I don't have
okay.
great armor anymore.
You don't need great armor because you leap back as the tendrils that you blasted miss you. So, gentlemen, take your shots. Let's start with Bennett.
All right.
Hey, Bennett. The plant's right here.
That's what he keeps telling me.
Kill it.
6.
All right. Yeah, you fire into the sandy soil, and the branches just kind of, or the tendrils just kind of part just as your beam lashes out right where you were going to hit. Rex, take your shot. A 12, and you're firing your laser pistol.
no, laser rifle.
Rifle. Same class. So
13.
but that will hit.
Yep. All right.
Nice.
Oof,
Ooh.
a telling shot. Yeah. So it is going to try and clutch and squeeze again in the next round. Probably saying, I'm guessing you're looking to have some salad the old way. Kill it yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, take a shot.
Come on.
All right, yeah, being having to jump back away from the vines, you can't draw a bead on it, and your shot goes very wide. I'm guessing everybody's going to continue to shoot. So, Kevin, roll initiative, please.
All right. Here we go. Median 4.
It M4.
Nice.
I am 2. Go ahead and take your shots, guys.
Well, probably gets to go first,
Nice.
right? He's.
I already did.
Oh,
Yeah,
you did? Okay.
Yeah, probably Sane did, and he missed.
All right. That's true. And I got a 9. It looked like a 19.
9. Let me see. So 13 and 9 is not going to hit, unfortunately.
All right.
Drop down, deduct a charge.
Oh,
Yeah, that will absolutely miss, and it is going to grab at probably Sane and miss. It is going to grab
Alright.
at Bennett. Hey, Bennett, it's right here.
I disbelieve.
oh.
This is not good.
You disbelieve, huh? Oh,
Yeah. This is
Oh,
Many
that looks like a lot of
points.
sixes.
that's bad. Yeah.
And
Then it falls over.
oh no.
He had 14 hit points. So,
14 hit points total?
well, he had 35, but he hasn't been healed since the last time I played. So, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that misses that misses Rex, and you can see it's like Bennett cries out in pain and goes limp, and you see like the tendrils are like starting to push into his skin and pulse as you know what Kep does, and it's trying to have a snack here. So Rex, take your shot.
All right.
Or wait, you guys attacked.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a new
Yeah.
round. Sorry. Probably sane. Go ahead and take your shot.
stop killing Bennett. It's stressing me out.
This is just like work.
7 will miss, and Rex, it's up to you here.
Man.
So,
Or
question.
yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask, would it be possible to throw my chemical grenade at this thing and not destroy Bennett's body?
Chemical explosive grenade.
Yes.
I mean, it's big enough that you could kind of lob it away, as long as this thing covers like 30 meters, and as long as you lob it more than 10 meters away, yeah, you can, you can certainly try that. Is that what you're going to do in the next round?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, go ahead and roll initiative then.
Oh. Well,
All right.
Rex will be gone too.
Chomp, chomp, chewy chomp.
Okay, here we go. Grabs it, probably sane. And grabs probably sane. And squeezes probably sane. Just 11 points of damage. Just walk that off. It grabs at Rex Dashington. And misses Rex Dashington.
Whew.
Okay. So go ahead and wait. Did probably Sane get a shot this round, or did I accidentally skip you?
I did. I rolled a 1. Like
Oh, that's right. Okay, I couldn't remember if that was in this round. All right, Rex, throw your grenade.
D20, right?
Yeah, same. D20.
Okay.
Nice.
18. You throw your grenade, it lands on the ground. A bunch of vines kind of move in to grab it. And let's see, a chemical explosive grenade.
It's a 10d6.
Oh, that's it? Oh, it's kind of a waste.
Let's see. Chemical explosive grenade, 10d6. Roll your 10d6.
Oh, 10d6. Okay.
10d6, yeah. Not 1d6.
Cool.
All right, yeah. The tendrils pull the grenade down in the ground, and there's this whoomph. There's a column of wet sand is thrown in the air. You're all kind of knocked off your feet. The remaining vines let you guys go and just slither into the crater. You're gonna see the ground undulate a little bit as this thing gives up and does not really want to interfere with you guys anymore. So
Good job. You splat Bennett or what?
We got to go back to the ship and get Monday to use her life ray.
It's looking like that's the choices.
Well, that's the chance of me being stupid again's pretty high, I think.
all right.
This could
Okay.
get even better.
All right, so you guys gonna spend spend an hour or so walking back up the shore, carrying Bennett with you. You knock on the hull. Yeah, the hatch cycles open, and you hear. Sorry, the hatch cycle's open, and you hear Karen.
Bennett?
As soon
Bennett's
as you get,
dead again.
Yeah.
all right. So give me first give me 1 percentile dice roll, if you would, Kevin.
All right, let me do that. Where they are? There they are. Done. 94.
Okay. Give me a second percentile dice roll.
2.
2.
Couldn't
Okay.
be too different.
Monday's like, relax. She points the life ray at Bennett, squeezes the trigger. Roll up new stats for Bennett. Let's see what happens.
I'm a humanoid, so it's the standard roll, right? 46 drop.
No, pure strain humans don't they?
I'm not a pure strain. I'm just a
Oh.
humanoid,
You're
right?
just a humanoid. Yeah. So it's going to be 3d6 down the line, actually.
Okay. Do
Are you
want
going
me
to take
do that panel, or you want me to do that on my?
No, let's do it right
Okay.
now. Let's do it right now. A great way to start to wrap up. All right. So a 9 is that
It's mental strength. If it's
mental
down the
strength.
line.
That's
Yep.
not bad. That's not bad. Mental strength, you're average.
10 for my intelligence. So I am
Okay. See,
dumber,
yeah.
but not as dumb as I was last time.
I mean, you're not you don't come back a moron or anything.
14 for my dexterity. That's twice what it was. So I'm
That's
much better.
not bad. Yep.
Look at that. 16 for my physical strength.
16. Yeah.
Up by 3. And the dump stat, 11, still 4 up. So far, only my mental strength and intelligence have been bad.
All right.
Hopefully your dump stat's not Constitution.
Oh, there you go. 14. I'm actually 1 higher than I was.
All right. So now roll 14d6 for your hit points.
All right. Let's do that because I had 14. I had this many die. Let's go. 44.
44 hit points. Okay.
That's 9 better than I had. That's funny.
That was pretty good stats for 3d6 down the line.
Yeah, no joke.
That
Actually,
was absolutely
nothing under average.
all right.
Bennett,
So
have you
let's-
been lifting?
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna save this as version 4. This is version 4 of Bennett.
I think I want to say that the life ray had 2 charges before this, so it should be down to 1 for everybody's knowledge.
Bennett, you're so much stronger looking.
I'm sorry there, Karen. I had an argument with my dinner and it happened to win.
What? I'm just commenting on the fact that the life ray has increased his muscle mass.
Oh, yeah, you're correct.
She kind of says that to Monday, who kind of gives her a look. Okay, so yes, there is 1 charge left in the life ray. So let's talk mutations for Bennett.
All right. So he has 3 physical, 1 of which is a defect. He has 2 mental. Do I need to re-roll these?
You know what? Let me. I cannot remember if the life race. I know it says stats.
Yeah.
But
We'll
I
find
don't
out.
remember if it keeps the. Let's see. Reroll all ability traits. Okay, this thing is basically doing the what is it? Fifth Element thing where it's kind of reweaving you.
Right.
Do you want to re-roll your mutations? Or are you happy with your mutations as is?
I'll play however we play it. I'm good with new ones. I'm good with the ones I have. So,
all right, I will put it to the audience. Do you guys want Bennett to have new mutations or keep his current? What are your current mutations?
all right. So physical, I have heightened dexterity. That's one of the reasons why I had a good dex and a good AC. I have a poor respiratory system, which is amazing. I could fight 5 rounds before I exhaust. I was able to pick a mutation. I chose Radiated Eyes. Mental mutations, I have Mass Mind, and I have Will Force. To be honest, the only one of these I've actually used actively is Radiated Eyes. And the heightened dexterity is passive. But
right. So, audience, there's 117 of you folks out there watching. Both, I got 21 of you over on YouTube, and 96 of you have cruised by on Twitter. So, let me know in the chat, what do you want? You don't have to super chat it. Darth Brooks says new. Wheeling Dragon says new. New mutations from Wave of Mutilation. Okay. Clemente Clyde says new. I'm seeing a pattern here. Granted, it's only 4 out of 118, but nobody else is piping up. So
got an opinion. Pick it out.
Dr. Turd Midget says re-roll them. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing a trend here. All right, so what is it, a D4?
Yes, D4 for each type, and then we roll percent for the... All right, let's roll the D4. This is for physical.
All right.
I got 3.
Okay.
And then let's do percentage. 80. Wait, is it 90?
Is what 90? No, it's 80.
It's 80. Okay.
All right, so here we go. See, this is kind of the fun that Gamma World can be, folks. Let's see. So mutations, physical mutations, 80. Taller.
Oh, okay, I'm going to grow in height. Nice. That happened to my last character. All right.
Yes, it did.
Second. 73. Wait, why is there 3 dice? Let me re-roll
I don't
that.
know. I saw a 36. But if you want to re-roll those, or if you want to pick that up,
let me roll. There we go. 94. I rolled 94 a lot. That really is kind of disturbing.
Roll a good mutation, no defects.
Well, that's perfect. So
that's basically you get a re-roll.
Yeah. 59.
59, dude. I don't know if you consider this a mutation. Well,
it'll say D. It'll say D by it, right?
Well, I mean, it's up to you. Partial carapace.
Okay, I'm taking it. Whatever it is what we're getting. So.
All right. Your third one, sir.
That's actually kind of hilarious. Oh, I'll come out like freaking BOGO jorts here. The big version. 79.
79. Re-roll. You've already gotten taller.
I could just be taller again. Come on.
Well,
71. Shorter. you literally, like, she hits you with a ray, you start to grow, she adjusts on it a little bit, and you come back down to the normal height. So you have carapace, partial carapace. So partial carapace is, let's see, partial carapace. What did we say that was? 59, correct? 56.
56. Okay, so partial carapace. And that was number 32 on the list. A thick shell covering the back and head that will reduce the damage done to the body by 1/2 if it hits in those areas. It gives a mutant a basic armor class of 6. So basically, under your hair on your head is where you've got the coverage. And yeah, you just kind of feel the stiffening on your shoulders and everything. So there you go. How many mental mutations?
I have 2 now. Let's see what we get with the roll.
All right.
It's 3.
It's 3. Something happens to your brain.
So should I just race taller and shorter and we'll just assume?
Yeah, they just cancel each other
Okay.
out.
All right. I'm going to do that real quick. Okay. Percentage 64.
64. Wow. Molecular disruption.
Oh, this is nice.
Cool.
Okay. Number 2. 11.
11. Density control others.
Oh, that's nice too.
You are my density. And the last one.
Yeah.
You
Yours
should
like
totally use that on Monday.
75.
Pyrokinesis.
Wow. This is
This guy's cool.
this is good, pretty positive in my opinion.
All right. So the first one was
Molecular disruption 64.
Molecular disruption. Let's see. So with molecular disruption, I hope everyone's enjoying this because I'm having a great deal of fun. This is a dangerous but powerful ability that may only be used infrequently. Upon attempting molecular disruption, whether it works or not, the mutant is reduced to one hit point and 1/2 movement for 1 full day. The chance of success varies on the matter being involved. Metal and dense material have a 3% chance of being disrupted per point of mental strength. Stone and non-living, a 4% chance. And living organisms have a 5% chance of being disrupted. Up to 50 kilograms of contiguous matter within a range of 30 meters may be destroyed in this manner. Basically, you can cast Disintegrate.
Yeah, I'm going to be Tetsuo.
Yeah, basically. Mutant with a mental strength of 15 would have a 75% chance of disrupting an ob. And a 45% chance of disrupting a metal door. Once this ability is employed, a varying number of days, referee rolls d6 with result unknown to player, must pass before it will have any chance of succeeding again.
Retributive strike just by body. Yeah.
Yeah, you are very much a glass cannon. It's like, okay, use that power and then get behind us.
Slowly.
Okay, and what was your other?
So 11 density control others.
Density control others. The definition of density control: self, number 30 under physical, give it a range of 30 meters, and use it as an offensive or defensive power on other creatures. So density control self is, wait, you told me the wrong one there.
Well, mine was 11. I don't know what the other one was.
Yeah, the other one says it's 30, but when I was looking at 30, that's not, I don't think he meant that. Let's see.
Regular density control is 4 on 50.
Yeah, thank you. It's all right. So a mutant with this ability can change the molecular structure of his body, in this case, a target's body, to increase his armor class or move more rapidly. To become less dense involves a size change the other way, and the mutant becomes larger. This lowers the armor class. Twice normal size mutant is 4 armor classes lower than normal, but can move 4 times as fast as usual. A mutant may only expand to twice its normal size. There's no limits to the number of times a mutant may change its density, and the change is instantaneous. So basically, you can cause something's armor class to drop by making it smaller, but it will then start to move faster. That does not decrease its hit points. That does not decrease the damage it does with an attack. And that is only usable on others. You could use it on a party member to make them tougher. Like, you could make probably Sane, 10 meters tall and bulletproof, as it were. And the last one, pyrokinesis. Basically, you're a fire starter, a twisted fire starter. This is the ability to cause living matter or anything that is reasonably flammable, such as wood or plastic, to suffer heat damage and eventually burst into flame. On the first melee turn, d6 damage is done, not necessarily fire. And through undisturbed concentration, up to 10d6 damage may be inflicted on the 10th melee turn by a mutant with pyrokinesis. So basically, kind of like molecular disruption, the party would have to shield you while you were using it, but you could definitely, you could definitely use it. So welcome back to the land of the living, you weird mutant.
Awesome.
And by the way, Kabuki Kid, just to complete the catechism, and the ones that Mother gives you don't do anything at all. Okay, welcome to Darth Brooks says, yes, Pyro Turtle.
Hey, you never know. You never know when you need a turtle around.
All right, and okay, gents, what next?
I guess we're going to be walking back.
Looks that way.
Be selling our stuff.
You
Sorry for the distraction, guys, but I feel much better.
You looking all right?
do you think the villagers might want to eat some of this stuff?
Did it go back into the ground? I mean, I guess we got pieces and stuff, right?
Yeah, no,
that's what I was
it went back into the ground. The only pieces were stuck in Bennett's body and wriggling. And they look kind of disgusting.
They sound hideous.
Yeah.
You look hideous. Let's just leave it. I've had my fill of this stuff.
And it's had its fill of you guys.
Yeah, it definitely has.
Take care, Wheeling Dragon. Thank you for hanging out with us this evening. All right, so you head back to Eula, and you have no further encounters. The guards see you again, and now you haven't met these guys before, Bennett. But as you approach, you can see one of the guards just below, like the brim of his helmet, tattooed above his left eye. He's got what looks like a little picture of a brain, like a brain in profile, tattooed there. It says, Bennett Davis, where's your lady friend at? Is she back at your submarine with your android?
Oh, I thought you meant the android. Yeah, I guess that's where they're at. Do I know you?
He points at the tattoo.
Oh,
I make it a point. I make it a point to know everybody that comes in the village.
yeah. You would have met somebody else yesterday, but yeah. That's who I am. Yep. Pleased to meet you. I guess. I stick my hand out.
He shakes your hand.
All right. Anything I should know before I go in here? If you're gonna let me in here, you gonna let me in here?
Oh, of course. You're with Rex Dashington and probably Sane here, and that was a big tussle you had with the Kep plant. Thank you for taking care of that thing. I hope it's dead, but if not, at least we know where it's at now for the time being.
Yeah, it came back no more, but yeah, I don't know if it's actually dead. We decided to leave it alone after it retreated, or had a chemical breakfast. So I'll take a look at the other two and raise my eyebrow, like, what the? But okay, cool.
Yeah, they're all nice enough in here. All the ones we met.
All right. So you enter back into the village of Eula. It is much as you left it the day, or earlier in the day, I should say. What are you guys seeking to do?
I want to go to the weapons trader.
Yeah.
Okay. Isher's weapon shop is just off to your right there.
All right, make way over there.
Okay. It's the same as before. You step up. The door slides open, and there's the very pleasant, balding-looking fellow who greets you and says, "Greetings to you again." He nods to you, Bennett, and says, "Greetings. The right to be armed is the right to be free."
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
We came
just-
armed.
Just in case you didn't know, I'm Bennett Davis, and just wanted to introduce myself. I didn't know if I need to, but it's the polite thing to do.
Of course, Bennett Davis. Well, welcome to the weapon shop of Esher. What can I show you?
Well, last time we was here, we didn't have much to. Well, we barely even had to. Well, I don't know. We might not even had the clothes on our back.
Oh, yes, as I recall, you were wearing aquatic exploration clothes, and I see that
we're
you've
back now.
I see that you've comported yourselves of some of the local homespun. You look quite fetching. Do you seek to purchase your spear gun? He points at the rack behind him, which there it hangs.
I'm looking for something more interesting now.
So this is where you guys got those clothes, huh? Okay.
We got those across the way.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I didn't see how they'd be used as weapons, but you never know.
Well, at any rate, what business do you have today here in my humble shop?
Yeah, well, number one, I'd like to see what you got behind that sliding panel over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave my weapons on your table here.
Thank you.
I need some charging of some cells. If you could do that, being a weapon shop, I thought you might.
I do sell charged power packs. I do not recharge power packs for my my clientele, I'm afraid.
All right, well that's fine. Maybe you got some kind of trade in on expended ones.
Oh, perhaps. Give me a percentile roll if you would there, Dooms. I'm afraid the best I could do would just be a few domars off the cost of a fully charged cell.
Right on. Well, this the deal, man. I got this here fusion rifle. I got an extra atomic energy cell. I got these 2 laser pistols. I got a vibroblade. I got a Mark V blaster. I got 12 hydrogen cells. Well, 13 counting the one that's in my sidearm. I got this knife thing I found. I got a bunch of other stuff that you might not be interested in.
Well, the fusion rifle is quite interesting. What are you asking for it?
Well, the atomic cell that's in it is largely depleted. But I got another full one ready for it. I don't know, man. It's pretty powerful. I don't know what these things go for.
Well, value is relative, and when it comes to the matter of self-defense, of course, that really lies in the value that it is given by the person looking to defend themselves. However, with that said, let's see. I could take the weapon itself off your hands for 2,000 domar.
All right. And that's not taking the extra atomic energy cell.
No, unless you want to sell it for that as a bundle deal.
Not particularly. I'd rather just sell the weapon with what it's got,
I rather understand.
Yeah, I think that's the deal.
Excellent. He begins to look it over with a rather practiced eye. He opens some ports and panels on the backpack that you didn't know could be opened. Examines it very thoroughly, kind of tests the heft of it, pans it around, not pointing it at anyone, I should point out. Yes, it seems to be in very fine condition. 2,000 Domar, then?
Deal.
Of course. He counts out, let me see what the exchange rate is like on this. I normally don't have this much cash with me. However, I do keep a small supply of gold. Will you take will you take equal amounts of each to the sum of 2,000 Domar?
Yeah. Maybe all right. Yeah, deal.
Okay, he gives you a bag, a heavy bag with what he assures you is 1,000 Domar, and a smaller, slightly less heavy bag that's got let me see. So that's got it's got the equivalent amount of gold in it.
Okay, I'll just write down that it's 1,000 Domars worth.
Okay. So let me see. That would be 200 gold pieces. So you've got 1,000 Domar and 200 gold pieces.
All right. I think personally, my last business with you is to find out what you want for hydrogen cells.
A hydrogen cell. Let me see. I have some that were brought to me by traders in the far south. They had been they had been looking for a while for a group that had done them a great deal of harm, unleashed an ancient war machine on their city. They drove it off, but at great cost to themselves.
We dealt with a war machine before. Couple of them, in fact.
Really? So hydrogen cell. Sorry, I was hydrogen cell. 150 Domars for a new hydrogen cell.
All right. What would you give me for my spent ones?
For your spent ones, really, I suppose I could take 10 Domar off a piece for any spent cells you have.
All right, so 140 Domars a piece then.
Yes, that's acceptable.
All right. Yeah, I tell you what. Let me hang on just a second. Let me think.
Of course.
Rex is going to signal over to him. Hand signals, 2 for me.
Yeah, I think I can come off. I think I can take 8 of them off your hands.
I only have 2 more other than the ones you wish to purchase. I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah, I'll take 2. That'll work.
All right. So he sells you a total of 4. So that's you're paying him 600, 580 back because you have 2 that you're trading in, correct?
Yeah, so I'm right. So I'll get 2 of them, right? And Yang gets 2 of them
However,
because
you guys divide them up.
he wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds
Well,
good.
you paying for your own Yang or what? There ain't no free lunch around here, my man.
Well,
Rex.
aren't we trading him for the raft?
A raft? I have no need of a watercraft, friend.
Fine. Well, let's see here. I got a tear gas grenade. I got scissors, the good kind.
Pinky shears.
Let's see. Did we pick up a bunch of binaural shorts somewhere? For some reason, I have 20 kilograms of binaural shorts in various flavors.
I think that's left over from the last incantation of Rex Dashington.
Yeah,
you guys.
We
It
got
might
some
be,
more,
yeah.
but they weren't like this. Yeah, it wasn't like a huge cargo container of them.
It was not. He offers you 200 for the gas grenade.
All right. Well, he will give that and his empties, and he'll look over to Probably and say, "I'll get you back the rest next time."
Yeah, man, I got you 80. That ain't no sweat.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say he looks at Bennett.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can.
He looks at Bennett and says, "And you, sir, would you like to purchase a weapon? Any of these are ideal for home defense."
He probably, if he's looking at me, I got this assortment, of course. I do have an extra laser pistol that I might be willing to offload if you have interest. And is Rex looking at the pistol?
Yeah, Rex will give him the WTF look.
Oh, you did? Do you need this?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That'd be great, actually.
I guess I don't have an extra pistol. I'll hand it over to Rex. It has 8 shots left in it.
And then Rex will say, "Here, maybe he'll want this," and he'll pull out his slug thrower and many clips.
Okay. The ammo is inconsequential, even the magazines. However, he offers you 100 domars for the slug thrower.
So yeah, he'll Rex will say, "Give it to Bennett here. Use that credit for him."
Rex. I'll also show him. I have a spear that I started with. And I have the crossbow we had picked up previously. And I say, with these other things, I don't know if I need these so much.
I would suggest the trading post across the market square, sir. We really deal in more
I'll just say you folks don't
more elegant
these
weapons.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
And
fair enough.
And he says he points at a very strange looking weapon. It is a glass weapon that looks like an elongate sort of teardrop shaped bottle with various metal and crystalline structures inside of it, with a pistol grip on the the spherical end, and on the very bottom of that 4 metallic prongs. And he says they needn't all be fatal, but crossbows and spears, I don't genuinely have any interest in.
Okay. I'll take it to the trader and see what he has to say.
Of course, sir.
No
of
offense.
Course.
I understand.
Hey, I got one more for you. Sorry, I forgot about this thing.
Oh no, that's quite all right, sir.
You got any interest in this? I picked it up off a scent. I'm gonna show him that knife thing. One of them scent things came towards me with this knife pointing, whatever.
Yeah, it's like the size of a scalpel. He kind of looks at it and he takes it from you and turns it over. No, sir, this is more of a, well, given the balance and the keenness of the blade, of the vibro blade, I would almost say that this is perhaps some kind of medical implement, such as a doctor might use to help with surgery or something. I've no real need of such myself.
Right on. Well, thanks for the information.
Was that the weird knife with small opening in the end?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to check. All right.
Yeah, so you got like a vibro scalpel or something.
Yeah.
Hey, say you ain't got an armor around here or something, do you?
I'm afraid not, sir. Occasionally someone will bring something into the trader, but it's usually the mayor will have his men purchase such items as that. I did once in my youth, you must understand that was many seasons ago, see someone interested in selling us a suit of powered armor, but I don't think the combined wealth of our little town here could have purchased what the individual wanted for it, as I recall.
Nah, I understand.
Say,
go ahead, Rex.
did you, by any chance, have any interest in some foodstuffs? I have these box of food additives, very good for survivalists.
No, thank you, sir. Again, I would direct you to the trading post.
So you said some people got in a tussle with a war machine, no?
Yes, sir. It was about a season ago, I believe. They so the story goes, they were from the Dakota Plains, you understand, and they were rather determined individuals. But it seems that a group of marauding individuals drove a large armored vehicle that rolled on many wheels, joined together by a great metal belt, into the gates of their settlement, and opened fire on them unprovoked, slew at least a few important individuals. They in turn were able to slay and drive off many of their attackers, but they spoke of a great battle between their one operational warbot and the great rolling armored vehicle, and they were dismayed. They said that the destruction of their warbot had diminished them until they could possibly effect repairs. They seemed to know a great deal about technology, but that's really all I can tell you.
Yeah, you said what? That was to the north? That's where they came from?
Oh, no, sir. They said they were from the south.
All right.
So you're talking somewhere near Minot? Minot? whatever. That's where I'm from. I don't.
I believe they said something about that general vicinity.
Ah,
I don't get out much, you see.
oh, okay. I'll let Rex. I'll tap him on the shoulder. Is like, that's where I met you guys, or at least probably.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
still
crazy.
remember that?
Yeah.
I can't believe people would wander the world committing unprovoked acts of violence like that.
Unfortunately, it is not the world of the time before the Great Cataclysm, sir. An armed society is a polite society, I find, however, and the way that you ensure the most politeness is to be the best armed.
Sounds like a motto to live by. Yeah.
Well, with these new cells, I can be very polite.
Of course, sir. And again, it is a good motto, but I do prefer the Isher's Weapon Shop motto that the right to bear arms is the right to be free.
You're a good man.
Thank you, sir.
We're of like mind. What's it like around here?
Quiet, sir. It is a quiet village.
Any
We
special needs for citizenship or being part of the group? Or
Oh, I think you would have to consult with the mayor. He, of course, reports back to the council, and if you can find a plot of arable land to grow food, or if you are a fisher by trade and you ply the quite frankly dangerous waters of Lake Gitchigoom, then you could probably establish a small farmhold or home.
So how's one talk to this mayor of yours anyhow?
Oh, I suppose the mayor is willing to listen to anyone who will speak reasonably to him. As I said, we're a quiet town, and we really don't have that much happening except at harvest times or festival times. The mayor has a particular holiday in the colder seasons. It's a pre-cataclysm religious holiday, the Mass of Christ. It is actually quite wonderful. Lots of gift giving and singing and so on. But as for myself, not too many people buy Mass of Christ gifts here in the weapon shop, you understand. But I do go on.
I really don't understand. This is a perfect gift place.
Thank you, sir. At any rate, yes, the mayor is quite approachable, assuming you can catch him during the day, like everyone else. He likes to get a good night's sleep so he can get a good start on the next day.
Sure, well, we don't aim to make no trouble.
Of course.
Unless you guys got business, I say we bid this gentleman farewell. Head on over to that trading shop.
Of course, gentlemen. I wish you the best of luck in all of your endeavors, and do come back and see me again soon. He buzzes you guys out, and you step into the late afternoon sun on the well, you guys left in the morning, mid-afternoon sun in the courtyard, and that is where we're going to go ahead and leave it just a little bit early, because I gotta call an Uber. I got places to go. I got places to be. We're gonna be cruising over here in just a few minutes. I want you guys to all follow me. This is a raid instruction. Everybody come and watch the live stream, because in just a few minutes after we wrap up, I'm going to be over on Yang's channel. So all of you guys, you're invited. Everybody come back to my place for champagne. Just pile in my limousine. So
yeah, back is awesome project. This is a kick-ass thing. So
it is. It's absolutely great. And Yang, you want to tell us a little bit about it while we have everyone's ear?
Well, Empire of the Undying Sun is a horror campaign guide set mostly in the 5e rule set. It is great. We are bringing back the feel of classic gaming while using the current rule set. We are going to make some modifications to those rules. We're going to add in talent trees. We're going to make it easy for you to create your own gods and to make it easier for people to play religious characters. We're going to have dungeon crawls, hex crawls. We are going to find our way around murderous criminal syndicates, psychopathic wizards who want to strip the very soul from people's bodies. We are going to find gods who want to manipulate the people of the world. It's going to be a good time.
Well, that sounds absolutely awesome. Do you have some kick-ass adventures ready to go in that campaign setting, Yang?
Well, heck yeah, we do. We have enough adventures to get you from level 1 to 10. And in addition, if you back at the physical level, you will also get 12 adventure supplements. These are adventures that take place in the world. You can easily, if you don't like this campaign setting, you can go put them in your own world, no problem. And it just so happens that 3 of those was written by one Mr. Dungeon Delver himself.
That's right, kids. I put him in Yang's world, and I put my own particular spin with his direction on them, and I think you'll like them. So you definitely need to back this thing. You need to check it out. And like I said, I'm going to be over there in just a few minutes. You guys are all invited to come and watch. And I don't know what Yang's going to ask me, but I get to say swears.
Yes,
I get to say swears because it's on his channel. Yeah, the 11 o'clock show gets a little blue. But anyway,
darn straight.
All right, so next Friday we are kicking off our 4 weeks of Shocktober. The October Call of Cthulhu campaign will be in full swing. You don't want to miss a single week of terror. Tune in every Friday from 9 until midnight. That's right, 3 hours a week of horror, unless of course everyone goes mad.
Hey, I might die less in that game.
Don't you believe it? Truly a game where the living will envy the dead. But hey, I want to thank all my players who are here tonight. That is right, 9 Eastern, they then. Thank you to Doom Sword for being here. Thank you, Bennett. And thank you, Rex. Thank you, Rex. Thank you, Kevin. And thank you, Yang, for taking time out of your busy schedules. And like I said, come on over and watch the live stream. I'm dipping out of here to get over there. Actually, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to run the credits. But let me tell you something. The thing about Worlds of Mutants and Super Science or horrors is you get all kinds of weird stuff in there, including cryptids, and that includes owlbears. So keep your eyes open for them. I'll see you guys next week.
Have you seen my owlbear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owlbear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle, way off course? Naked as a toad, all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.